we are being filmed watching television. That people might watch us watching television on their own television sets at home. This really is plumbing new depths of banality.
Thank you for my two new favourite put-downs, one of which is Eyes Left, which is a real treat.
Yeah.
Eyes Left?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end of the first episode, this is my real favourite, the Queen never spoke of him again.
When was that?
It's the little title over the top, and it just goes, the Queen never spoke of him again. I was like, that is a deep put-down. No one's coming back from that.
Oh, was that the end of episode 1?
That's right.
Ah, blunt. Jesus.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
Right.
Nothing more needs to be said.
And maybe my favourite bit of the whole first 3 episodes I saw was saying the phrase, darling cabbage.
Oh,
Darling cabbage.
yeah.
That was a bit of a riff, wasn't it? Yeah, we sort of folded that back in.
Yes.
But it would be nice to be dazzling on occasion, too.
You are dazzling. You're a dazzling cabbage.
We'd had it on good authority that is one of his nicknames for her.
Oh,
So it
bless.
seemed quite nice.
It's
I
sweet,
know.
isn't it?
How was it? The candlelit dinner. Come on, there are no secrets in this place.
Lovely. Thank you.
You get this role, your agent lets you know it's on, get ready.
And that's how they say it.
It's on.
It's on.
Let's go.
Every time.
How did you go about telling your parents?
I was in a public place when I found out.
Oh.
So I kind of had to...
That was you. I heard the noise, yeah.
Stop it! No, I checked, but I feel like my face did kind of go a certain colour from just keeping everything inside. And I just picked up the phone and I was like... I told my dad, and I was like bursting, and he was just really chill about it.
Oh.
I was really upset, actually. Dad.
Dad.
He was like, oh, cool.
But he's trying to be cool, you know that?
Yeah.
He is, I know he's trying to be cool,
what
but
it is.
come on.
Because what he does is he puts his hand over the thing and goes,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, that's
right.
genuine, but I feel like I need the scream.
did your dad scream?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember.
Did he do
I
a
think
Prince
they were
Charles
both
impression?
sort of like brilliant. Yeah, great. I think, yeah, similar.
Same thing.
But
What's
again,
that
I'm
about?
sure that they were screaming.
Yeah, must have been.
Must have been screaming.
What would you say is the strangest or most unusual fact you learnt about these characters as you were trying to tackle them? Because eccentric is a good word, I'd say, to describe these two.
Do you think?
I don't think the Queen's eccentric.
For a queen, I suppose you're right.
I think she's really very... You know exactly where you are.
I like the kung fu movie.
Right.
She's quite.
She's very zen.
I'm predictable, dependable, reliable.
Well, of those two, I would pick dependability every day of the week.
Thank you.
Funniest things are for me, we've had what's it called? Not elocution. What's it when you're polite and table manners? What's that?
Oh yeah, etiquette.
Etiquette. We've had an etiquette teacher. That stuff was the best. So
I can't remember
not
it
can
now.
you
Then.
you can't say can you pass the salt.
Oh, yeah,
That's
what
a
did you
little bit
say?
vulgar and self-involved.
Oh, really?
So it's would you like the salt? And then you have to know what I mean and no, but would you?
And go.
Yeah,
But
so it's
for
all
someone who
about-
didn't know, they just go, "No, I'm all right then," and then not
Yeah, and they
pass
go,
any of it.
Damn it!
And then a few minutes later, would
Honestly,
you still
really,
like the
do-
salt?
This is great.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to
Isn't
try
that
this.
amazing?
Would you like 50 quid?
Oh,
Nice. Yeah.
And then
And then they go.
that would be. I mean, for most people,
They would just take the 50
Yeah.
quid. Yeah, I've not thought this through.
They haven't thought this
I don't
through.
this through.
They just go, "Yeah, thanks."
You can find out about this on Quite Interesting if you follow them on Twitter. Whenever Prince Charles participates in a tree planting ceremony, he gives one of the branches a handshake to wish it well. Is that in the show?
I love that.
Might be.
Might be.
Tune in. No,
Tune
I'm
in.
joking. Might be though.
Whenever I'm running, if I run past this is really lame, I kind of like high five branches. Just so we all know that I do that. It just came to my mind and I couldn't keep it in any longer. No one knows that about me.
When you're
This is why you
running,
should play Charles.
you need to find any enthusiasm and encouragement from the outside world as possible. So high five that tree.
That's it.
That's what I say.
They're there. Their branches are there for you to high five.
This is weird.
It's
You
not
no, it's
weird.
not.
You
It's
guys
really
are
not.
weird.
It's not.
It's
Nature's
not.
great.
Speaking of weird, what is the strangest, most surprising fact you found out about your characters as you were researching them? Because there must have been a few moments where you went, oh, okay.
Okay. Boiled egg. Prince Charles has a boiled egg with everything he eats. Fact.
Yeah.
With everything he eats, boiled
You
egg.
sure?
So,
Pretty sure. Check on the 70 things to know about him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know. Fact checker. I'm
Yeah, that's
screwed.
That's great.
I'm
He's
he's
totally
having
screwed.
a bowl of ice cream.
Egg.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
There's
does.
something missing.
Yeah. Delicious salted caramel.
Needs more egg.
Egg.
Yeah, missing the egg.
Can you top that?
I can't. I mean, well, no. The thing that genuinely surprised me the most was that she told someone that she didn't want to be kidnapped. As in, like, someone tried to kidnap her and she was like, nah.
I'm not into it.
Yeah, she just said, nah.
What was it? Yes, what did she... They tried to grab her, didn't they?
They were like, come on then, it's happening now.
Genuinely tried to kidnap her.
Gun in face.
Gun.
And she goes, no. Wow. I
Isn't that
just
brilliant?
think that's great.
I'd also like to ask you about the chances you'll ever have of actually bumping into the people you've played, because it might well happen at some point, and they will have watched you. You know that. So you better practice your...
What, like a little...
I'm going to do this.
I've got you
When I
nod.
see him, I'm going to go...
Is that it?
What's that? Just...
Or just hand him an egg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just
Charles,
shake his hand,
Charles.
but like have an egg there. And he'll walk away and I'll go, what?
How did he know?
Yeah, that's it.
Just bring out a big, like, small bush
Yeah.
from
How
your bag.
did you know? Yeah. Shake his hand.
Shake his hand. Put it back in the bag.
How did you know? You posted 70 things about yourself. I found out after playing you. So you won't see it in the crowd.
That's how I know. You do realise that, of course, at some point you are maybe possibly going to be in the same room as some of these people. Are you planning maybe a kind of a tip of the cap or a...
You have been in
Do
the
an
same
impression?
room.
Yes. Yeah. Well, years ago, yes.
Do you want to talk about that? Clearly not.
Next time,
Next question.
just shout cabbage. They'll both turn round.
They'll both kiss me.
It was a very unusual afternoon.
little couple.
It was very-
What a great day.
Vive la révolution. Except I doubt they speak French in Halifax or Huddersfield, wherever he's from.
What sort of direction are you getting on set? Because this is my silly brain, but I keep thinking, are they going more Queen, less Queen, faster?
I do get that.
Well, I mean, you often have two sets of notes coming in, like director notes, but also voice
notes.
coach. So that's often separate. There's someone else.
And it's great because they're there all the time. Because there's one particular vowel sound I can't do.
And you're now going to forget what it is.
Yeah, I can't remember it now. But whenever, for example, maybe I might go, now. And he
Nah.
goes, no, nice, right, no. Oh, yeah. So in the middle of a quite a well-constructed thing, I'll go now and ruin it. So thank God that they're there to...
Yeah.
Would you like the salt? Nah.
Now.
Your characters have very distinct faces, and I'm imagining you have to kind of get into their faces. You have to kind of practice in the mirror your Prince Charles face.
Did you do that?
Yeah, the kind of, right? Was that a weird thing to do? Because I'm imagining you had to.
Honestly, I avoid myself in the mirror.
Me too.
At most points, but especially when I'm like getting into a role, I cannot bring myself to look in the mirror. It's horrible.
There's nothing worse than catching yourself in the mirror. And especially when you're playing
Someone.
Prince Charles or Princess Anne. Because,
Yeah,
A, I'll be disappointed because I'll look and I'll go,
that's not
doesn't
him.
look like him.
Yeah.
And B, I just don't look in the mirror enough.
Well, allow me to say this, and I'm not just sucking up. You look lovely.
Oh.
Stop
You should
it.
be actors.
Oh,
what I reckon.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, next time I see you, I'll bring an egg.
A mirror.
And a mirror.
And say, look at it.
Look at the mirror. You deserve it. Thank you so much, you guys. That was
Sorry, that's it. I'm sorry, we've just giggled all the way through it. I'm so sorry.
Did we ruin it?
That's for me, the audience.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. You can listen to my Radio 1 movies and TV podcast, Screen Time, on BBC Sounds. And you can find these interviews in full on BBC iPlayer by searching Movies with Ali Plum.